Hello, hello, my dear friends, you've reached Elena's bar. The best place on the internet, the very best by far. She'll help improve your fitness, but there's also so much more. 'Cause here are just a few things that this channel has in store. There's barre and there's Pilates and there's belly dancing too. And many styles of yoga, so I'm sure there's one for you. Then watch her practice pianist string from right within her home. She's in such big condition, she'll outrun the metronome. Elena's Barre, Elena's Barre. They're the best place on the internet, the very best by far. It's not just the piano, but the ukulele too. The guitar and violin are even more that she can do. She does so many different things, it's hard not to lose track. I nearly didn't mention that she posts on her Substack. Elena's Barre, Elena's Barre. The best place on the internet, the very best by far. Yet controversial topics may be brought up for discussion, but try not to provoke her or she'll swear at you in Russian. And sometimes certain topics can make quite a big impression. So remember, you take part at your own risk and your discretion. Yeah, Elena's Barre, Elena's Barre. The best place on the internet, the very best by far. You might even meet Anita if you're quite a loyal fan. She's got a fixed male cat, but she's so desperate for a man. We've really got it all, then you couldn't ask for more. So sit right back and watch Elena shave a 3 or 4. Elena's Barre, Elena's Barre. The best place on the internet, the very best by far.
Lovely. Welcome back, everyone. Bless you, Steve.
Yeah.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Elena's Barre and the Resurgence of Sanity. How are you doing, guys?
I got a cold 2 days ago. My nose is running.
Oh,
I've had worse colds. I'll be better in a couple days.
What are you saying, Nick?
You need a magic prayer cloth, Steve?
I do, yes.
Send it to all of us, Nick. Only today you can buy it at a discounted price, guys.
Yeah, you know what? It'll have to be a magic prayer cloth, Nick, because you can send that to me but you live too far away for the laying on of hands.
Oh.
As a pastor, did you have that skill, the laying on of hands to heal the sick?
Yes, I cultivated the force.
Oh, okay, good.
No, guys, seriously, no.
This is what I was thinking. I was like, are you sure? Well, anyway,
I did that a bit ad lib because force, so because we're not. There used to be a word for it. We're Trinitarian, not just Father and Son. There's a word for it. I'm blanking on it.
Yes,
There's actually a theological word for it. Father and the Son, and then treating the Holy Spirit as an impersonal force. So, yeah.
Somebody needs to send some force for my wrist here. I need to consult Guru Starlight, maybe. Do you remember that?
Okay, I'll send my positive energy.
Plucking out the negative energy and then sending the positive energy.
Yes, exactly.
That's exactly what I need, guys. Anyway, coming back to our topic today, we are going to have a lot of fun. So heads up, everyone. I asked guys if I'm out of topic today, bring me back, because I only had 3 hours of sleep because I was putting some videos for us until that time. So yeah, today we are talking about modern marriage and relationships in general. So I have a few examples for us. and we have
Only
some
a
fun videos to go through. Okay, what are you saying, Nick?
Only a few examples.
Well, the amount of time it takes to even find a few examples and put them together in terms of editing. Yeah, I'm sorry. I only have like 5 videos for you guys today. And then, but they are longer. Okay, they are longer format videos. And then we can look into some other videos like in Russian, that video, the funny video in Russian. Have you watched that one, Steve?
No.
No, okay, we will watch that one. And then there is.
Hold on. I have a question for you. The title of this stream is More Bullshit. Now you're telling us we're going to go into modern marriage. Are you saying that modern marriage is more bullshit?
Isn't it what we've been saying for a few years now? Yeah, I'm just getting straight to the point, guys. Okay, so let's watch a couple of videos, okay, and then we can talk about it. I'll show you these videos in fragments. So if you want to stop, just stop. We can go back and revisit some of these videos. And in the chat, guys,
how many quarters do you have, Steve?
What?
How many quarters do you have, Steve, today?
Nick.
I don't know. She's a little bit batty with lack of sleep. I think it only will take 1 today.
You guys. Okay, let's watch it. Let's watch it. Let me first move us here to the side.
Грустная какая-то, нет? Ты чего? Ну как ты мне вот рассказывал, что домик для малышки, правильно? Узорчиками. Хочешь, я тоже себе сделаю растяжки? Растянем мне кожу. Я лично буду мазать, Настя. Их и не видно вовсе. Самая красивая мама. Самая любящая мама. Самая нежная мама. Лучший подарок мой для Нины — это вот такая мама. Ты у меня самая красивая, Настюша. Ты всегда такой будешь, солнце.
2 weeks postpartum and I feel fucking amazing about myself. I feel like I'm so cute. I did so good. I'm so proud of me. I gained 70 pounds in my pregnancy, but because I had the preeclampsia and the polyhydramnios, all the extra fluid, I've already lost 35 of that. I don't give a shit what I look like. The fact that I can walk, I've recovered from my C-section, I can see my ankles, I can breathe in all the way. I'm so thankful to just be alive and the fact that Frankie's even here. Yes, I had a 6-pack before pregnancy, and yes, I'm still 35 pounds up from my normal, but I genuinely don't care if I ever get back to that. I love to work out, but like literally came home from the hospital, looked at myself in the mirror and was like, hell yeah, I'm the shit. Somehow I didn't get any like actual stretch marks. My skin is a little loose around my belly button and we'll see what happens. My uterus continues to contract down. My little C-section scar is right there. It's gonna be covered by my bathing suit. And I'm posting this because I feel like as women, we need to be more proud of ourselves for giving life. We just need to worry about nourishing ourselves and our baby. Wait, look how white I am right here because my boobs were hanging down over my belly when we went to the beach. I can't wait for you guys to come along on my postpartum journey with me. I'm so obsessed with myself. I would literally walk down a runway at Miami Swim Week. Okay, you can't tell me shit. I'm a Victoria's Secret angel, okay? All right, we're too.
If you've been trying in the gym but you're not getting results, listen up. Trying versus executing, 2 completely different things. Trying is just going to the gym Monday through Friday, going through the motions while drinking, not tracking, and overeating on the weekends. Execution, however, is tracking your food, what's going in your mouth. Execution is understanding progressive overload, understanding what failure is. Execution is being disciplined 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. And that's why you're not getting results. You can't stop when it gets uncomfortable. And you got to understand that it takes execution, not just trying. Real results don't come in a few months. They come with consistency over the years.
Okay, guys, any comments so far?
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
Men, stop objectifying women, looking at their bodies and just oogling them because they you are making them into a product. They want to be valued for who they are, not their body, not their physical nature.
I know, right?
Come on. And the church tells you that.
Oh, we will get into what church tells people.
Hey.
Oh, guys, it was just the beginning. Are you saying something?
Your wife is not just your piece of meat. I'm not just a piece of meat. I'm not a piece of meat. You can't just objectify me. I'm your wife.
Says the girl flaunting with semi-naked clothing on social media.
Women are all about receiving objectification until they get married. Until they get married, and then they only don't want to be objectified by their husband. It's okay to be objectified by other men.
Right. I know. Okay, guys. Well, let's. Shall we move into the next episodes?
I thought there was more.
Well, there is more. This is what I'm saying. Yeah, it was just the beginning.
There was a lot there. Okay, look. I get being proud of losing the baby weight and being proud of being pregnant. But that's no excuse to go post that crap being semi-naked online with your simps. Why? Why do you have to be uncovered like that? Why do you have to go to the gym, leaving not much imagination? Why can't you be covered there like you are the rest of the day? Why do you have to put it on social media on the camera like you're proud of your body activity? Oh, bikinis are not immoral. Yeah, they are. Come on. That's only meant for your husband. Well, they say, oh, I'm Christian. I'm like, then don't dress that way.
But a lot of them don't even say that they are Christian or whatever morals they follow. It's just so messed up. They even can say that they are Christian, but then their actions don't match their words, as we've discovered. Yeah, this is what they do. And then you saw, I'm blocked again. Apparently, she blocked me, and I didn't even call her. I didn't even call her a whore.
Wow. No, I'm just shocked. You got crosswise with another woman.
Yeah, I know, right?
You didn't call her a whore, and she still blocked you?
Well, they preach all of the socially acceptable things against feminism, and then they talk about accountability, how you should own your shit, right? Okay, ladies, own your shit, then don't block the people that disagree with you. How are you owning your shit when somebody calls you out for your promiscuous behavior? You block that person right away. I just don't see how it makes. I mean, maybe in their mind it makes sense, but
everything that a woman does makes sense in her own mind.
Yeah.
What's it called, Steve?
I don't know, solipsism?
Yeah. The hamster wheel, solipsism.
Yeah. Rationalization hamster.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. Oh, we are going to see a lot of it today, guys. It's coming. It's coming. Oh, sorry, my dog is whining here. What is it, Indy? Yeah. Yeah. I've been watching the behavior of women for a few years now, ladies. And when I see you say one thing and then you behave the opposite way, I'm going to call it out. And I'm going to have fun with it. I'm going to create funny videos, okay? And I'll find your thing where you are saying one thing and then you behave the opposite way, and I'm going to show it because somebody has to.
So, Elena,
yes, Does Elena do this?
What? Well, they're welcome to call me out too. I mean, we
Does
live
it-
in the
What's
free world
your
of
question?
information.
Does Elena behave like a woman?
Oh, there you go, Steve.
I'm a woman too. Yeah.
Oh, where's
Well,
her husband today? He'd be all over this.
I know he'll be all in my face. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Elena,
Uh-huh.
are you telling me NAWALT is not true?
It's not true.
Okay, for those who may not be up in the lingo, NAWALT. Not all women are like that. But Elena's been watching the behavior of women, and what conclusion have you come to?
All women are like that. Even
yourself.
the most saint ones. Yes, including myself. Yes, I'm just better restrained, I guess. But even then, it's like I'm not perfect. There are some things. People would call me a hypocrite. I've seen women calling me, especially one chick on Twitter. She really goes after me. She says, well, you are married, and then you are saying to other people, don't get married. And she's an egalitarian.
You know what? Lots of people who smoke cigarettes who advise other people not to smoke cigarettes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, even
Does
what
that
I've
make him a
noticed,
hypocrite?
doctors smoke a lot, and they are the ones who should know better. They know how much damage cigarettes cause, because then they treat these illnesses and diseases of other people caused by cigarettes and alcohol and other bad things, and then yet they do them. Yeah. Anyway.
And isn't humanity just full of hypocrites? Every single one of us. There's only one that wasn't, and they killed him.
I know.
But he rose 3 days later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, anyway, is there anything else you want to comment on those videos?
Oh, we'll save our comments for after the
Oh,
next.
after. Okay, let's watch, because there is more coming, guys. And I'm picking on, okay, as you probably noticed, I'm picking on this trend, like pro-motherhood, pro-babies, obsession. And I know that you guys are going to do a live stream, so this is a pre-course to your live stream whenever it's coming. I think that one will be, who is going to lead that one? I think it might be my husband or one of you guys. It doesn't matter. I know that you're going to do that live stream at some point. So yeah, we're just looking into different women from different areas who have different presentation, but they appear to do similar things. Okay. Move us back, and we are watching the second video.
My girls are really proud of something and they want to show you. Look at this.
We made our very first pie.
Wow. Did you do that lattice work? You made, is this homemade crust? Pie crust?
Mine.
What kind of pie is it?
Peach.
Peach and blueberry.
Peach cherry blueberry.
That's delicious. What's your advice on baking pies?
Homemade.
Make them homemade? Okay, we gotta serve some up right now. Kids are getting aggressive. Teach your kids how to bake. Teach your kids how to cook. Teach them how to fish. Give them the lessons and the skills for life. And this is how we win. Thanks, Juliet, for baking this.
I baked all of it.
A masculine man will never be attracted to a controlling, critical woman. The masculine needs to feel respected and appreciated for his leadership and his strength, but a controlling woman robs him of that. That being said, a woman will rarely try to control a man that she respects, trusts, and feels safe with.
Here are the 5 non-negotiable rules I have for my husband. Just kidding, he's a grown adult man and I am not his mother, so I don't make rules for him. You will never catch me sitting my husband down and being like, honey, here are some goals for you, here are some things that I expect, here are things that we need to do every week, this is, I will never do that. The second you try to control a grown man is the second that the intimacy and the sparks and the romance in your relationship die. Men hate that, and like I said a million times before, you can either be his lover or his mother, you cannot be both. Before we got married, we talked about our expectations, our values, and whether or not they aligned. Then after that, it's up to each of us individually to set our own rules and our own things based on our values, not based on like their moral code. No man wants to be controlled, and deep down, no woman wants to be controlling. A lot of times we nag and we try to control because we feel like we have to. You'll be so much more beautiful to him. You'll be so much more happier just on your own once you understand this. And a lot of women don't understand this and they get so frustrated with their husbands get frustrated with them. And I think a lot of times it's because society tells us we have to. Like, unless you set rules for your man, he's gonna walk all over you, so you need to be in charge and lay down the law. And it's just so unnecessary. You don't need to set rules for your husband. You don't need to set boundaries for him. It doesn't work. It's a waste of time.
Okay, guys. There is the second video. What do you think? Huh?
I think there's nothing that a man can't learn from another man by listening to fewer words. Even if a woman is telling you the truth, the message is going to be buried in about 10 times more words than what a man would summarize the message as.
Okay, so did you are you referring to the last video where?
Yes.
Okay, so you looks like you agreed with what she was saying, right?
Right. She just uses way the fuck too many words.
Yeah, I kind of zoned out the other half of what she was saying.
See, that's the problem. A woman can be telling you something valuable and accurate, but men just get tired of listening to all those words and they just tune it out.
Well, maybe they are doing these videos for women.
They're doing them for themselves. Nick.
They love the attention. Oh, you saw those little girls, right? Especially one of them. She was just absolutely eating up the attention she was getting.
Oh yes, and from an early age, this is why I did speak on men here too, the Sims in particular. And any man who shares his picture publicly, the family picture, I don't think it's wise. It won't stop them from doing it, but they kind of behave in the same way like the attention-seeking trad wives are behaving. So
it doesn't have to be just trad wife. It's just women in general.
Well, women in general, yeah. But trad wives are in particular the ones who are using their family, and kids.
And you're teaching the kids to want especially the women, especially, to seek attention of all these people out there, that they're so special, and that the world needs to see them, and they need the validation of everyone out there. No. Don't put your kids out there. There's creeps out there. Just don't do it. I get it. And the woman pastor, Jezebel, abomination. Don't care what she says. Just
I know, right? You haven't watched your videos about being a princess
would I
yet.
watch your videos?
Well, because I'm showing them to you, Nick. Otherwise, you wouldn't watch them. You wouldn't know.
What? Yeah, no. Why torture yourself with evil?
I know.
Nick,
I know. Go
Nick,
ahead.
that
Steve.
sounds like quantum psychology. Okay, I know there's this thing in quantum physics. The act of observing can affect the outcome. You know, we got that thing about Schrodinger's cat. Well, cat in the box, is it dead or is it alive? Well, okay, you don't know because you can't observe it. Well, just by is light particles or a wave? The act of observing changes the results. So if your daughter makes a pie, obviously the man should, the father should praise his daughter and eat the pie and tell her she did a good job. But now if he's recording this to put it on social media, okay, that is the external observer. So that's imparting a different motive on there. And now instead of a daughter just doing it for the father and receiving acknowledgement from the father, she's doing it for attention from other people. You just changed the whole damn thing.
Yeah.
And so now you're turning her into an attention whore, whereas without the observation, she'd just be a normal daughter.
Exactly. She would bake a pie or whatever they were doing, all of those things for the family. Nobody needs to see it. Nobody needs to see your kids, guys. Internet, I keep saying it, and they it's like they don't care, you know, they don't care. Internet is not safe for your children. Even men are doing it. It's very selfish. Okay, what they are doing here also is promoting marriage and family, of course, and they say, well, see, I post my kids online, I have a perfect family here, my kids are learning things, my kids are doing all of those things. Oh my gosh, guys, when I was putting these videos together, I've seen a lot of women bragging about how smart their kids are, what they are teaching their kids, at what age, you know, all of that stuff. I have those videos, but I didn't have time. I ran out of time. I needed to get some sleep. So yeah, I didn't make a separate video with those videos, you know.
There was a Minnesota broadcasting radio show 10, 20 years ago. Garrison Keeler, who was a storyteller from Minnesota, Lake Wobegon, and he would tell stories of Lake Wobegon. One of the aspects of Lake Wobegon were all the children were above average.
Mm.
Do you get it?
Were they overpraising them?
All the children were above average.
Okay. Was it how did they determine that they were above average?
They just said that all the children are above average. Can all the children ever be above average?
No, they can't. This is why I'm wondering, like, how did they come to the conclusion?
The point is, you just declare it and it makes it true.
Yeah.
Just like these women declare, oh, my kid is so smart. Let me show you, my kid is above average. All these traditional women have kids above average. Really?
Well, because you know what? They are above average themselves.
Exactly. So if their children are above average, that makes them an exceptional mother, exceptional woman. Nobody is ever below average when it comes to the tradcons.
Of course not. LARPing, virtue signaling, trad whores. This is how we call them. Ay. Okay. Yeah, and giving your daughters attention from such an early age, yes, I 100% agree with you guys. It just creates a little harlots from a very early age. How old were his daughters then? I don't think, like, look, guys, I don't think, and I did call out men and women for posting family pictures. I don't think sharing your family photos publicly is appropriate.
So, what do you think about all these little kid pageants that they put these little girls through, and then put them in front of a bunch of people, dress them up, put it on social media, and they win prizes for being the whatever youth pageant queen or whatever the hell it is? I've never been to one. So.
This is just crazy. I
You know what I'm
think
talking
that
about, Steve, right?
Yeah, I've never been a part of that, but I've heard stories. The mothers, the pageant mothers, are some of the most nastiest women out there.
hmm
They're worse than soccer moms.
Mm. Yeah, I can see why.
Well, I got a little personal stuff in this, and I'm not going to bring it into it, but let's just say I don't have any control of what my daughters are going through at their age. And let's just say there's some stuff going on that gives them a lot of undue attention, public attention, and I don't agree. So,
But will they listen to
what
you?
can
This is the problem with
I have no control.
you have no
He has
control.
no authority.
Yeah.
If he even said something, it would be an invitation to double down and do the opposite.
Do the opposite, yeah. And this is how they value dads in the family, guys, essentially. So yeah, go get married, wife up a used up, a run through whore, and all of these tread wives, they all end up in church because this is where they retire, right? They get wifed up by a decent man, and then they pop up a few kids. And then does a man have actual authority in the family? Well, publicly they would present, some of them do, as if, well, yes, he is the leader of the family. He takes all of the important decisions and blah, blah, blah. But then you watch all of these little fragments that they share about their lives, how they post all of these family cute pictures where they are all dressed up in the same clothing, have the same smile, how they share their kids' progress and all of that stuff. Who do you think is running the show there? Who do you think is craving all of that attention and external validation about motherhood and then being a woman? And we've seen Isabella Brown last time. We've seen some of her bullshit, how she's exploiting her newly born kid and her husband for clout. It's just and do you really think that these men who wife up this horse have any authority in the family?
No, and once they're kicked to the curb, they'll be like me and have absolutely none.
Mm-hmm. I can understand why these men are simping their wives because they are trying to buy good graces with their wives. Because the moment they start saying, no, you can't use my kids for clout, the moment, even like my dad, he had an option to do it. Let me mute Steve for a moment. Okay, he had an option to do it, but he didn't. Okay, and then he told my mom also that my kids are not doing this for public. But back then the times were different. Internet wasn't that prevalent. Social media wasn't that developed. So it kind of worked, So he had some authority in the family. But now you look at all of these families, all of these children and the mothers, how they behave. Even if a dad tries to say, no, you can't do this. Okay, dude, you no longer serve me. I'm filing divorce papers. I'm out.
Yeah. And then he has even less control over his kids, what goes
Yep.
on with them publicly.
But Nick, let's
And
be
they're
honest
more
here. How
liable
much
to be preyed
control?
upon.
How
Those
much
kids are more
control did you
liable to be
have?
preyed upon too.
How much
Me,
control did you have when you were married?
Enough. I put my foot down. I had to hear hell about it for a long time. Oh, guess what? She wouldn't sleep with me. Well, she wasn't sleeping with me anyway, so it didn't really change much.
Yeah. Well, you did put your foot down, right? How did it end for you? How did it end? It's like there is no win
I'm
for men.
controlling. I'm blah, blah,
Exactly.
blah, misogynist, blah, blah, blah. So controlling and evil and da, da, da.
you put your foot down, you try to preserve your authority in the family and behave like a patriarch, and then what happens? No, you are abusive, you are a dictator, you are nasty, you are mean, oh, you're toxic, I'll go find a better man.
And do you know what happens if you try and accommodate her and be nice and go along with what she says?
It just extends the unavoidable.
Oh, no, I'm tired of you. You're abusive. You're mean. You're a misogynist. I'm divorcing you.
Same
It doesn't matter what you do, guys.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It really doesn't matter, yeah.
She's gonna, once a woman starts with disrespect. And then she develops contempt. Once it's gone to contempt, she will go in full-blown rebellion. Once she is in full-blown rebellion, it's all emotional. You can do nothing right. She will invent facts. She will accuse you of things. She will develop a whole narrative that makes you the bad guy and hold her innocent victim. Remember, she doesn't want any accountability. And then there is no semblance of reality. Reality is out the window at this point. That's why once a woman decides to divorce you, there is no common sense, reasonableness in the divorce process.
Mm-hmm.
It's just going to be brutal. And this woman, you think, well, she'd be off her rocker a little bit, but generally she was mostly a sane woman. No. Not when after the divorce papers are filed or during the divorce process, she loses all ability to be sane. And then she's got a lawyer who is feeding her full of shit, and the nastiest social workers, fucking cunt feminists who are advising her. It's a lost cause at that point.
Yeah.
She will be so damn erratic and vicious.
She will be vicious. Yeah.
It's in the female nature.
Well,
once she rebels, hell hath no fury.
What are they hoping for? Like, this seems when they use their families, just like I'm going to go after like threat wives because they're the ones who are pushing marriage and babies and motherhood, all of that crap. What are they really hoping for? Like that their wives wouldn't divorce grape them, because there should be some level of awareness there.
They don't have awareness of it. I didn't until right before the end.
It happened. Okay.
Well, I was introduced to red pill content before shit hit the fan. And then you could saw inklings of the book I published right before shit hit the fan. And I started noticing what would happen. I started noticing that, no, these men don't really have control, even if they might be patriarchs, because the government is the real superior in this society.
Yeah.
And the foreman of that is the nasty woman. And you are just her little bitch.
Yeah. Do as she says, or else. And else is usually divorce.
Well, look, this is what happens. You can have a good man. He does everything right. He can put his foot down. You can have these traditional men that try to do things. And, hey, it might have been his wife, the guy with the kids and the pie. It might have been his wife. Oh, this would be a good idea. Put this on social media.
Right. And he couldn't say no to her.
I'm not saying that's the case. It could be, but I'm not saying it's the case. Or he could just be really proud and just want to encourage other people. Maybe he's proud of his kids and wants to encourage other people, puts it on social media. I don't think it's wise. It's not safe for the kids, but,
Well, even this encouragement, I think men, it would be wise for men to have some discernment in terms of how much attention and what kind of attention they are teaching their kids to get or to wants to achieve, because once they give it to them on a golden platter, so okay, they helped baking a pie, I doubt that they made it by themselves, their little
No.
kids, right? Obviously
No.
mom was involved there in the process, but then they learn, kids learn from a very early age. And we've looked into kids content. I try not to bring too many kids here because I'm more concerned about kids safety, but if they already put it out there, it's like the parents, they don't care. I've seen some very spoiled little brats, girls, you know, they already dress like in a very promiscuous way. They are 6 years old, have toxic entitled attitude, absolutely nasty human beings that are going to be raised. And then like what is going on there? Like, I think that the mother, she's in charge, and she vicariously lives through her kids. She gets all of the veneration because she's the one who manages their multi-million accounts, and then she gets all of the attention too through her kids.
Yeah.
Steve, you are very quiet there.
Well, I can say this.
I don't have anything to add to that.
Oh, okay.
I can, an observation. I have 2 daughters. They're my oldest children out of my 7. I remember when I was still in the picture, the older one, she gets some public stage stuff. She never really cared about it. She has that I don't really care attitude, like, I did it. Probably the mother made her do most of that stuff, and she was like, I kind of like doing the activity, not so much everybody watching me.
Yeah, right.
The younger one, though, she got so jealous because the older sister was up there on the stage. And everybody was watching. So even at a young age, you say, I get to be on the stage, and I get to be on the stage. She would upset.
Get attention, yes.
Yes. And let's just say that's the one currently that there's some push for her to be more public figure in programs, media.
Yeah.
And, let's just say I'm concerned, but
there is not much you can do there, sadly.
I have no control.
Yeah.
I think it's
they are going to force kids.
It's very. I think she's being put in a very dangerous situation in our culture and the way things are going, but I have no say in the matter.
Yeah.
That's
and it's sad. It's sad because like I remember even the times when I was growing up, and my dad was in charge of the public activities and public life and everything, and only a few people he would never announce that we are his kids. I had to be really good at playing the piano. I didn't care. I just liked playing the piano. I don't really care if people are watching or not. And then he would put it somewhere on the background with the news when they were covering the news episodes. And then I would be there like playing something. Only if I did a good job and only if my teachers praised me, he would do it, but he would do it indirectly. And then only a few people who knew the family, they would know that I was there on the background.
Okay,
he would
so
never,
hold on.
He would never do like, oh, here are my kids. I'm so proud. I'm so this,
So Elena grew up in Russia. Her dad owned a television station and had a bit of money and influence and whatnot. And he could have chosen to highlight his daughters. He chose not to. So that's the background. So once they got older, and he did bring them in to a certain level in the background, but he didn't highlight and say, oh, look at my daughter. So beautiful. Promote their career. He didn't do that.
He didn't do that. And then back then also, it was old style media, not like social influence. It wasn't a thing back then. Television was kind of it, you know. So yeah, it was back in the era where television was the predominant main mass media. Now we have all of the social media, and I would say it's even more prevalent and more popular than the standard television. Nobody's watching TV nowadays. But yeah, see, men always could say no. But then I think that they are scared of saying no because they think that they can find the good graces with their wives who wouldn't divorce great. Because otherwise, like, how else would you explain this fear that men have towards their wives? Why can't they say, no, you are not using my kids? You are not putting my kids on public display, so some scammer in India or elsewhere can false their identification, and then later on in life can... Okay, hold on, Steve, hold on. Let me unmute you.
You're thinking like a woman. Oh, risk. Oh, it's all this risk. Men don't dwell on the risk. Okay, if it's out there and if it's a real probable risk, yeah, he's going to deal with it. But these artificial risks of some bad guy coming from the other side of the world and tracking you down to figure out who that child is and exploit that child, yeah, that's not common. It's not.
Well, but it does happen.
Okay, it does happen, but it's not a real risk. Men focus on the first and primary thing is, if I rein this in, go against my wife, she's going to have conniptions and I'm not going to have peace. How do I navigate through this so I can have peace in my life? That is the first and foremost thought in all men's lives. They're not worried about a future divorce. They're worried about, how can I have peace now and in the future without exposing us to more?
Well, and I understand this desire for peace, Steve. I'm just saying at what expense? And then, like, what? He's losing his masculinity. She's chopping his balls off, but what? He preserves his peace?
No, he doesn't.
Yes.
No,
well, he tries to. It doesn't work.
Maybe for the day. Maybe for the day.
Yeah, right. But then it comes back to the...
It gets worse.
Yeah, it's becoming worse because you give her an inch, she takes a mile, and then she thinks that, well, okay, if he allowed to do this, he's okay with it, then I can ask for more and I can do more.
Right, but nobody ever explains this to a man.
Right.
Older men can't explain it to him or won't.
They say,
a woman
wife,
can't
happy
explain
life,
it.
guys.
What, Nick?
What?
Sorry.
They say happy wife, happy life, guys.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they're happy to feed them full of shit, but every man kind of has to figure this out for himself because nobody teaches men.
Well, red pill teaches men. Red pill teaches men.
The red pill is tiny.
Yeah, I know.
And it's been developed out of necessity.
Yeah.
Because fathers stopped teaching this stuff.
Well, if a father has no frame, if he can't stay grounded and have boundaries that everyone must abide by in the family, then yeah, what is he going to teach his son? How to be a simp?
There's an old saying that covers this. You cannot give what you do not have.
Exactly. You can only teach what you are.
So if you're not a masculine man, if you're a simp, you cannot teach your sons to be masculine men. You cannot teach your daughters to be good wives because you don't have the skills and the knowledge to do that. Sorry, that's just reality.
Well, and it's also some men are masculine like you guys, but then what happens to you? You got taken to the cleaners, and then you can still teach your kids some good life lessons. Will your kids listen and learn from you, or will kids be swayed by the bad influence that is everywhere? School, mom, college, corporate environment, all of that.
You're missing something here. You call us masculine men. Maybe. I hope I am. Try to be. But I think I only became this masculine man you see by going through the pain that
Yeah,
I learned the hard way. Was I this type of man before? No. And that's kind of what got me in this problem. Now, I'm not saying it's my fault. I'm just saying that's a factor. Nick has kind of said the same thing. Well, things didn't make sense. He found the red pill. They started to make sense. But Nick's a different man now than he was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Right, Nick?
Yes, I am. I was still bold back then. I hadn't figured out all the mechanizations and all why things were this way and why everything I had been told by the effeminate, egalitarian, complementarian church didn't work at all and was contrary to all the history of the church and the scriptures I was reading.
Mm-hmm.
And I started reading. I was like, oh, this makes sense. Then I got in a lot of trouble
the moment you start questioning them, the moment you start questioning
implementing it.
Yeah, what they are doing, you get in trouble.
Yes. Then a lot of shit hit the fan the more I tried to implement it. And I was like, well, that's not quite working either. And then I came across the red pill. I was like, oh, they're saying everything I've been through.
Well, it's collectively men have been through similar stuff. The details vary, but essentially a lot of men have been divorce raped by their ex-wives, and their kids were kidnapped from them. They lost touch with their children, and then it's a lot of good men out there. And then when okay, we will get into the tradcons, or maybe I showed you in the video, but it was kind of brief. The guys are promoting their wives, and they say, well, I found a perfect unicorn and she's such a great woman and all of that stuff, and I'm building life with her instead of fucking around. And I even commented to one of these guys saying that, look, a lot of good men were destroyed in the divorce who believed exactly what you believe. So you telling them that you're so great, well, congratulations, she hasn't decided to divorce rape you yet. But there is always this option for women because of how the laws are designed. How even if you do, let's say, you guys imagine this, you were masculine like you are right now with your ex-wives. Do you think that they would stay with you from the beginning? Let's say if you impose boundaries, restraint right away.
No, I would have kicked her to the curb.
I see.
I would have never married her.
Well, either that or she would have went running away. If you would have been the type of dominant man, well, if I would have, let's put it this way. If I was the type of dominant man you think I am, if I'd been that kind of man in the early stages, it wouldn't have worked with that woman.
Oh, there would have to be a different woman. Yeah, that's so
right.
true.
I mean, she would have left, or I would have said, nah, this is
not dealing with this.
It just wouldn't have worked.
Yeah. It's interesting because when you talk to older men, like, yeah, if you knew what you know right now, would you even consider your ex-wife back 20 years ago, whenever you married her? And then you are not the first ones to say that no.
I wouldn't even had to make the decision.
Yeah, it makes
Because
sense.
it would have been no.
Yeah, it makes
Next.
sense. Next year. Like in those, do you remember Marry Me episode that you did, guys? Well, I put the videos together, but I asked you to send me some short clips that I included. No, next.
Not interested.
What?
Nope, not interested.
Not
I think that was
interested,
my
right?
response.
Yeah, that was your response. Yeah, guys, watch that Marry Me Red Pill podcast based on a real survey for men. There were 42 men, I think, 42 or 40. I don't remember how many exactly. Yeah, it's a small survey, but it's based on real men who gave those answers, and I just summarized them. I calculated the averages, and then I show them to you in that podcast. Okay, so you can
Of
watch
course. She did a survey. She got the answers that she wanted, and then she highlighted them.
No, I wasn't just the answers. Well, okay, we did have some bias because I spread it across the red pill community because these men have standards for women, unlike Redcon Sims. I mean, and even
He was
then,
going to say that.
like, look, you are welcome to participate in the survey. It's still an ongoing survey. I realize that these kinds of things they take a while, or they can take years to collect the statistically significant data. The more men are participating, the better, the more statistically significant the results are. But then, yeah, if it was widely spread among traditional conservatives, I would bet that they would actually reduce the numbers of expectations there for women.
So what I did there, I teased her. I threw out something I baited her, and it was an assertive position. And then she has to come in and defend herself. So when the man takes the assertive position and the woman takes a defensive, earning back, qualifying herself, okay, that is a dynamic that actually works in marriage, and you can do it in a fun way.
Yeah.
And I wasn't serious about it. Well, a little bit serious, but it's just a little bit of banter back and forth.
Yeah.
Women need that stimulation. And if a man does not give that type of stimulation to a woman, she's going to get bored and she's going to create it. Now, it's that type of stimulation that you give to a woman that allows you to evaluate the quality of that woman. Now, if she gets totally unhinged, you need a different woman.
Yeah.
If she can kind of handle it and use a lot of words and laugh about it, she's probably a good woman.
Probably, I'm just laughing at Tacticus comment here. The blue pill boundaries would never work. Lol. Yeah, I know, right? If any, the blue pill guys, they would look at it. So there was some feedback that I received. There was some feedback from guys saying that the survey was tilted towards protecting a certain agenda. And then I had to work on making those questions as neutral as possible. But because a lot of men are unaware of like college degree, there was one, and then they're like, oh, we don't see a problem with it. And a lot of girlfriends, there was another one. They're like, okay, what's the problem with a lot of girlfriends? Well, bad influence for one, but like they wouldn't connect the dots, so I was trying to explain it, but then somebody called out that yeah, you were fishing for a specific answer, and then I removed it. I'm like, oh my gosh. But then, I did write a summary of the answers on my Substack long time ago. You will have to scroll down to read that. But you can do it. Yeah, go read it. Watch the episodes. Anyway, guys, are you ready to move on to the next video?
Sure.
Okay, let's do it. Let me move us here. Oi, I'm doing something wrong again. Hold on. Here. And third video.
Manipulation is when a man disrespects you, ignores his own behavior, and then blames you for how you reacted to it.
Masculinity isn't toxic. Passivity is. A man's calling isn't dominance. It's weight. Scripture tells men to stand firm, be strong, and act like men. That means three things: lead, provide, and protect. Adam's greatest failure wasn't the fruit. It was his silence. When men abdicate leadership, someone else fills the gap, and resentment replaces intimacy. Masculinity isn't about power over others. It's about responsibility before God.
The worst kind of man is the kind who pretends he's a good man, but in reality, he's a liar, a narcissist, and a manipulator. These types of men will fool you, use you, and make you wish that you had never met them.
Forgiveness is queen energy. Forgiveness isn't weakness, it's authority. Anyone can stay offended. Anyone can punish with silence. But forgiveness, that's queen work. Forgiveness doesn't excuse behavior. It releases you from carrying poison. You cannot reign in peace while harboring bitterness. Queens choose freedom.
She's that one great girl you meet in this life. Don't screw it up with her.
Okay, guys.
What? Forgiveness is queen work?
I knew you would like this one.
I've not met a woman who can practice forgiveness.
Well, because not all women are queens. See if that's
no women are queens.
I know.
They will. A man slights them, offends them. He's at fault. There will be no forgiveness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no mercy.
Are you a manipulator?
And that Mormon pastor.
Behavior?
A man's is not about dominance. Hold on. Time out. Go back
She's
to Genesis.
redefining what masculinity is. Did you notice that?
Didn't God create Adam with dominion? Mm-hmm. Dominion means dominance over his over creation, over his empire. At the time, Adam's empire was his wife. So yes, he needed to have authority and dominance. because that was his
Right.
dominion. And so
Right.
to separate that is just, you are flying up your own asshole here.
Let me point a few things out here, Steve. She was right in saying silence.
I know, right? She should have stopped there.
But notice she never talked about authority for the man. But when she talked about the queen energy and forgiveness, that was authority for the woman.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he had dominion authority to tell her, shut up, get behind me, Satan. You're not taking that fruit. Of course he didn't. He simped for his wife. He wanted probably the adoration of his wife more than love for God. And he fell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, Jezebel speaking here, the woman pastor, talking about leadership and silence. Here, you want to hear my silence? Shut up, you Jezebel.
Mm-hmm.
You are an abomination. Shut up. You're not a pastor. You're a witch.
Yeah. Well, she actually did change her title, guys. I did check. I didn't put their names and I just description what they are or how they call themselves. Now she's a relationship coach or something like that, and she removed that pastor from her title. It used to be there. I promise you guys. I even might have a picture of it somewhere buried in my phone. I couldn't find it now if I wanted to.
Hold on. I'm having a hard time understanding this. You mean a woman will just rebrand herself, come up with a new thing, relabel herself, and go on as if nothing happened?
As if nothing ever happened. Yes, yes, yes. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And then did you notice the role for a masculine man? She's redefining what masculinity is so that it fits her parameters of what she actually wants from a man. Did you notice? Lead where she wants to go already, right? You lead her. She allows you to lead her. Queen who gives you permission to lead her where she wants to go. Then provide and protect.
Well, right. You know what? The queen needs forgiveness. The queen forgives the man for not leading her where she wants to go.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you mean she needs to forgive you for not leading her where she wants to go?
Yes. I mean,
hey, that's what concealer's for, isn't it?
I guess.
You know, there's makeup, right? Isn't like that you have like for girls, you have like put on the concealer first, or I don't know.
Well, the foundation. They usually do the foundation first to cover the imperfection.
Yeah, the foundation
covers
the reality.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And you paint on the new reality over the foundation.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good way to put it. Yes. Makeup. Yeah.
So what's concealer?
Oh, the concealer. Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not a
I don't know either.
The best. I've never even used the concealer. It's when you have like, as far as I know, and ladies, if you are watching, please correct me if I'm wrong. Some of you might know better. They probably do. It's when you use a stick, it's a small like pencil or stick, and then you cover the imperfection, like you have a zit or like redness or irritation or something, and then you cover that specific area.
Nick,
foundation cream is like for everything, but then there are some imperfections that foundation cream doesn't cover well, so you use a concealer.
Nick, let me explain this in a way that men can relate to.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so you're restoring a car. You want to do a good job. So you strip the metal down to bare metal. Then, let's say you prime it next. But now when the primer hits, you're going to find any little dimples or problems there. Then comes the Bondo and then the sanding. So the foundation is like the primer. The concealer is like the Bondo to cover up any little dings in there. And then you sand them out. And then you put the top coat, the color on. And then you can put, you know, the highlights like the sealer and all that stuff. So it's like building up a reality.
Yeah.
First we cover up the old, cover up the address the imperfections, and then paint the new.
That's pretty much the makeup process that women go through. I usually only use a little bit of foundation under my eyes. I don't actually put it along the whole face. Especially if I didn't sleep enough, it can hide the dark circles under the eyes. But yeah, I'm not a super makeup lady here. I don't.
I have a general theory.
Yeah, go for it.
That as makeup reflects how women put on makeup generally reflects their own nature.
True. Yeah.
Their inner, their past, their internal psychologies,
Mm-hmm.
and the face they put on for everyone else.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, I've seen some chicks put in makeup for 2 hours. You know how long my makeup takes me? Even if I'm doing like the more complicated, more complex makeup, I usually put more stuff on my eyes, like eyeshadows, mascara, and eyeliner. Even then, it takes me 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes to do like full face makeup with mascara, with the lipstick, everything. And I've seen some videos where girls put makeup and they do it for like 2 hours because they are doing it the proper way.
They're as fake as their makeup.
I have another explanation for this. Elena, it's because you have pretty privilege.
Ah, I see.
See, you have such privilege because you're so beautiful to start with. You don't even have to hide all that and dress yourself up. That's pretty privilege. You don't even know what it's like to be an average woman. You're out of touch with the average woman because you have pretty privilege.
I see how this works. Okay.
So that makes other women a bigger victim than you.
You know, I've seen girls
there's
prettier. Steve, I've seen girls prettier than me. They are like maybe 10, you know, even like 8, way above there, you know, and they spend a lot of time on makeup too. I'm like, why? But they do, you know, because it's the ritual. Some of them believe that they are worth it. And there were some videos that we've seen with dating, how they calculate. Oh gosh, I need to find some of those videos. Guys, if you find some of those videos, please DM them to me on Instagram at Elena's Bar.
There's a care cost, self-care cost.
Self-care cost, yes. And then the dinner, the price of the dinner, how they relate it. So all of this effort that I'm putting on these cosmetics that I use, it's expensive, and all of that, I deserve at least $600 meal after putting myself together. I've seen those videos, and I need to find them. They are somewhere buried in my bullshit folder.
So what we're saying is, my theory is modern women concealed. They're full of makeup. There's a lot of layers that you have to go through to get to who they actually are before all the bullshit, before the image, the mask, literally the mask they're wearing.
Yeah.
They're wearing a fucking mask.
They are wearing a mask, but then it's multi-layer mask. So you might uncover one mask, but then there could be another mask under that one, and then you have to go through like all of them to uncover who they really are.
So what's this mask they wear, Steve?
I did a show on that. That's actually one of my better shows, I think. At least the concept wise. I don't know about the show. But the mask she wears, I mean, that's an interesting concept. It hasn't really caught on big time. We probably should go back and
revisit it,
yeah. Because, here's the problem with the resurgent stream. We come up with a new idea, way to look at things. We put out a stream on it. Then next week we move on to something else and something else and something else, and we never go back.
Yeah, you should definitely revisit some of the topics.
And a lot of the successful channels pick a theme, and they keep hammering on that theme until it goes somewhere and they gain popularity. Since we're all over the map, people have a hard time tracking with us, I think.
Well, it's because you're covering a lot of things, guys. I think it's personally, I think it's a good idea because it allows people, if they are paying attention and if they are watching your stuff, it allows people to dive into these topics deeper by themselves, by analyzing what's going on, right, and doing some additional work. But yeah, I can see why so many channels, they just pick a theme and then they run with it. And yeah, this is also how you get more traction and people watching your stuff, I guess, and taking your ideas out there and elaborating them. Yeah, I think it would be a good idea for you guys to revisit that topic and maybe with some updates. Okay. Sakshiko says, I disagree with all over the map. It's called high IQ and keeping up. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, you have to do your own research. You have to do your own homework, and yeah, you have to kind of keep up with you.
Yeah. Okay, Tacticus. Yeah, right. But for a lot of people, oh God, I got to watch that stream and I got to think again. I just want to be entertained.
Yeah, true.
Thinking is work.
Yeah. Well, what did my husband say? People don't want to learn how to think. They want to be told what to think. And through that entertainment, there is a lot of propaganda, guys. We were rewatching some old comedies, how men were mocked at. The younger men were, I forgot the name. The meathead. What was that guy? What was the name of that?
All in the Family.
All in the
That
Family.
was the name of the show. The father's name was Archie Bunker. Or that was the actor, maybe.
No, that was the name of him. It was
okay.
Yeah, how he was picking on this younger guy, and then they were pushing a lot of political agenda, a lot of like pro-immigration stuff. I only watched one episode. I didn't want to watch anymore because it's just bullshit. Once you know that it's propaganda, you just yeah, you don't want to watch it, guys. But see, through humorous ways, back then when TV was a thing, social media wasn't there yet, you could push a lot of agenda there for people to follow, and a lot of people did, because it was, oh, let's watch some TV, right? And you can influence people's behavior this way. In particular, men's behavior, because it's like women in charge. Yeah. What were you saying?
Then in my era, you had Al Bundy and Homer Simpson.
Yeah, right. Those two shows. Mm-hmm.
The stupid ignoramus man has to constantly be corrected by the sane woman.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You basically see what happens on TV. They how it sells is that they take very realistic scenarios that people can relate with, and then they start introducing some new concepts and ideas into people's minds, and then people start acting upon it, you know. In particular, men, when they allow their wives to behave that way, allow them to correct them, and yeah. And then you can push a bigger agenda. You can start changing the laws. Like once you change the culture, you can start changing the you are doing it like at the same time, you know.
Women are much more easily influenced than men.
Mm-hmm.
They take this stuff in.
Yeah.
Not consciously, unconsciously. And then they act according to that.
Yeah.
Now, is this a bad thing? Everybody thinks, oh, women are more easily influenced. It's not good. It's not bad. It just is.
Mm-hmm.
So, if for a husband and an average woman, okay, I've said a long time ago, women are pliable. That's a good thing. A woman will conform to the environment that her man creates. So if you have a good woman who's not a cluster B type,
good luck with that.
You know, generally just a clean slate.
I know.
A man can create the reality, which becomes her experience, and she and then within those boundaries, she will probably tend to stay there. It's the outside influences that will prey on her imperfections, and we all have those. I mean, but she is susceptible to that. So the fact that a woman is pliable is a good thing if a man knows how to responsibly guide her and create those boundaries, because then she'll conform to those boundaries.
Okay, Steve, I think that here actually what's necessary too is the legal structure that keeps her in check and that keeps her submissive to her husband. Because when that is not in place, a man can know all of those things that you said, right? He can have authority over her, right? But then she can still choose at any moment to leave him.
Same theory. Social boundaries are part of it. Legal boundaries are part of it. She will conform to those, not only to the man's guidance over her, but to the external factors.
Exactly.
And when there's a big area of non-conformance, she doesn't have to stay within boundaries. She's given, here's a path out. And if that gets into her head and she chooses that path, there's nothing that a man can do. And he cannot impose boundaries to prevent her from doing what she wants to do if she gets a wild hair.
Exactly. Yeah, because the law tells you that she can divorce grape him. And then
so does her attorney and the social workers.
Right. It's the lawyers. Yeah, and her friends, her girlfriends, right? So everything tells her that she can easily divorce grape him if he doesn't serve her. So the biblical hierarchy, it's completely inverted. She's in charge. She can do whatever she wants. He should serve her, and she can leave him at any moment if he doesn't serve her anymore.
Yeah, so I'll find something.
Mm-hmm. Bless you,
Here.
Steve. I hope you recover soon.
It'll
Yeah, I
happen
know.
when it happens.
Yeah, I know. I hate to be sick. Kind of annoying. You don't even sleep very well because of the sinuses.
So you got more videos for us to watch?
Yes, I have.
I'll show you the
But-
hierarchy.
Okay, yeah,
And
I'm waiting for Nick.
I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to give credit to who credit is due. This is from Rollo Tomasi.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Share screen. Okay. I guess you're good. Too many buttons.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. It should be on there, and there you go.
Mm-hmm.
I'll zoom in.
Oh, that's awesome, Rollo. Yes, yes,
This
yes.
is credit to the New World Biblical Order of the Family. Of course, it's not biblical.
I would put
It's
after
Rollo
children
Tomasi.
a dog or a pet, and then husband. So Christ, then a wife, then children, then pets, and then husband, maybe.
Right.
That's
There you go.
awesome. Yeah. Anyway, okay, let's watch the last set of videos here. Okay, let me move us here.
What are you going to do someday when he cheats on you and you are left with nothing? That's a question I get asked a lot from feminists. Feminists who think that I'm degrading myself by being a stay-at-home mom. They think that lifestyle is oppressive and they are just waiting for the day where my husband is like, I don't want you, I hate you, and then I'm left alone, like on the side of the road, it's raining, I'm crying, and I'm like, I should have listened to the feminists, they were so right. Maybe that magical day will come for them and they'll be really, really happy. But like, let's just think about it for a second. My husband is a great provider. He takes care of everything. I have plenty of time to do hobbies or do whatever I want because I don't have to like be in a job. I also get to stay home with our babies. I get to wake up next to them. I get to put them to sleep. I get to make them meals and talk to them all day long. But they think that I should go to him and say, honey, you know what? Let's change this whole arrangement. I actually want to take all 3 of our kids. I want to pay upwards of $20,000, $30,000 a year, maybe even more, to outsource all those moments that I love spending with them. I want to actually pay somebody to do that. So I can go sit in a cubicle or get some 9 to 5 or do some like, I don't know, spreadsheets. For an employer who's usually a man, so usually like somebody else's husband, I want to go work for him instead and then like secretly like stash whatever's left after paying for daycare. Whatever's left of that money, I need to stash all in anticipation that someday you're gonna leave me. Listen to yourself. Listen to yourself. You guys are insane. No.
Men melt when a woman listens to understand. But most women, they don't do that. Instead, they listen to respond. He's still on his first sentence, and she's already decided how she feels, what she thinks he meant, what she's gonna say back, and what's on the schedule for tomorrow. Do you know how rare it is for a man to open up and share what's on his mind? And all it takes is one eye roll, one interruption, one sigh for him to shut down and decide it's not worth it. He's not gonna open up anymore. Active listening is one of the most attractive qualities a woman can have. Because when you can stop what you're doing, fully face your body towards him, and give him that eye contact, he feels respected, he feels seen, and he gets an oxytocin boost. His brain connects that good feeling to you, bringing peace and enjoyment into his life. And that, my queen, makes you magnetic, where he wants to spend more time with you. He wants to open up more. He wants to give you more. So the next time your man is talking, pause, focus on receiving the information, silence all the other thoughts that are trying to race through your brain, and give him your full attention. The way you listen can either be the wind in his wings or the hammer that beats him down. And if you want to learn more, comment help and I'll send you a link to my free masterclass.
Okay, guys. Any comments on this?
Did we just see a baby being born in a bath?
Yes.
Why? Elena, why did you put that on the screen?
Well, because they put it out there. I'm just showing you guys what's out there.
I click on the rest of my
You
day.
don't want to see it. I know, guys. I know. Well, and this is okay. This is the message to those who are saying that we need to venerate the mothers. We need to venerate this godly behavior in women. Here it is. This is how they take it, guys. This is why I put it there. And I didn't put it there. They put it first. I'm just showing you how women are even giving birth to get attention.
Trad wife, here's my clout. Where's my clout? I'll post everything online. Look, yeah, go take care of your kids. Don't put it, take care of your kids, watch over your kids, feed them meals, don't put them in daycare. All good things, okay? You don't need to put it on social media.
Mm-hmm. Just do your job. Men are doing their job. They don't get this kind of veneration. All the neo-feminists would say, yeah, we should praise men to do more of this stuff to serve us better. Men don't need that kind of veneration. They don't get it. Women are the ones who are like, yes, give us more attention. We are doing our female duty. We are fulfilling our job by being mothers, by taking care of kids, cooking, cleaning, all of that stuff. Do it quietly.
Steve sent us a video in the chat a few weeks back from Redonkulous Regiment. Do you recall what that one was, Steve?
No, I don't.
They had the beach music for infamous, adult video content, I think way back in like the 90s or 2000s. Had that background music, and it's called Girls Gone Trad.
Oh, Girls Gone Trad, yeah.
And his whole point is like, this is what passes for, he calls it, it's kind of like a fetish, I guess, for.
It is a fetish.
There's another example on that. Okay, and I want to point it out to men. Catastrophic thinking in women. Okay, here's how catastrophic thinking goes. He's going to cheat on you. He's going to divorce you. Okay, well, one might lead to the other. And then he's going to leave you. Okay, but it's going to be on the side of the road. And it's going to be raining. Do you see?
This is how
you see how one leads to another, and then each one, and then they're adding details to make this. Oh my God! And that's going to happen. That's terrible. Wait a minute,
guys. I would
like going to cheat on you. What the hell is this catastrophic thinking?
Well, it's she calls it feminism. She blames the feminists, but I think that Plutarch, my husband, he is sitting on a live stream for you guys, covering that specific topic related to this veneration of motherhood. and how tradcons and feminists, they are very similar. And the right wing has been deeply infiltrated with feminism too. They just don't realize it. They don't see it behind them, that they are doing the same things. And I know you guys have covered these topics before, but this there is a
all women tend to this catastrophic thinking. Here's another example. Women should obey, a wife should obey her husband in everything. Man, wheels go on. Hamsters start spinning in a woman's brain.
But what
yeah, but what if she tells me to rob a bank or murder someone?
Yeah.
Seriously, that so automatically to negate following him in the simple things, you go to something so unbelievably extreme that it's not even plausible.
Yeah.
99.999% of cases. Maybe there's a man out there who's done it. I've never heard of a man who tells his wife to go murder someone. I've never, ever heard of a man telling his wife to go rob a bank. But you're going to use that as your out for not obeying your husband. Really?
Yeah.
What really is going on is I'll obey except for when my emotions are telling me different, or the sisterhood says it might be a sin.
Yeah, it's all conditional. Your submission is conditional. It's neo-submission. You guys came up with this. Who came up with Steve? I think it was you. Neo-feminists neo-submit to their husbands. Here you go. And here Tacticus left a good comment here. Screaming your value is selling. Confident silence is self-evident value. Ladies, take this into account. Your actions speak louder than your words.
I saw a video, and it's about this 30-year-old woman in China melting down and screaming, this big boss lady, I make good wage, I do all this, I have such a high value, why can't I find a man?
I'm going to, for next time, Nick, you actually inspired me to do something. Videos, I'll find the videos where Russian women, I think I showed it to you, on Chinese, so like all over. We'll do these ones. I'll think about it, guys. Cool. Well,
I know. Let's invent a new term here. I want to find some examples of well-behaved Russian women, because you have your stereotype of how Russian women behave.
You won't find them on social media, Steve.
No, this new theme is not all Russian women are like that. So it's Narwhal. Narwhal will lead you to a good Eastern European woman.
You lost me there.
Narwhal? Not all Russian women are like that?
Narwhal. I get that part, but like good Eastern European woman.
Russian women, Ukrainian women, Bulgarian, Romanian, all those Eastern European women, they are so traditional. Such a better catch. They're so much easier to live with because they're so traditional. And all I got to do is become a passport bro, go to Eastern European, and I could get this beautiful woman.
Yeah, right. I know.
Traditional minded dreams. You're shattering their fantasies.
Yeah. Okay, I have another interesting. Nick, have you watched this video that I posted recently on YouTube about statistics?
Oh, I don't know.
You don't think so? Okay, let's watch it, everyone. Okay, it's not a long video. I'm there on the video too. I'm debunking it. Okay, let's look at this one. Okay, I don't know. Some of you might have seen it.
I might have seen this. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's watch it. It's not too long.
It has never been easier to be a dangerous, respectable, high-value man than right now. And I'm about to prove it to you with the cold, harsh truth. You've been lied to. Dating's impossible. The odds are stacked. Women have endless options, and you're invisible. I call bullshit on that. The competition that you're terrified of, it barely exists. There are masculine men out there, sure, but for every one man who actually has done the deep work, faced his demons, built his body, sharpened his mind, became a centered, strong, and dangerous man, there are 70 who haven't. 70 to 1. And here's what should light a fire under your ass. Gorgeous women, secure, attractive, sexy, they are out there in huge numbers, scrolling, dating, searching, desperate to find the rare man who is worth it. A man who's calm instead of reactive, strong instead of soft, assertive instead of submissive. A man with real purpose who doesn't need her validation to stand tall at all. That man is so rare that when he enters the room, women feel and go absolutely crazy. So wake up. You're not competing against millions of strong men. You're competing against a tiny handful who actually did the damn work. The line that you're scared of, the line is short and almost nobody is standing in it. Your only real job is to become that man. Heal what's broken, build what's weak, destroy the excuses holding you back. Then demand it. The demand is massive, guys. The supply is tiny. And the only thing between you and that total advantage is the work that you keep avoiding. So tell me, my dude, what is the one thing that you know you have been putting off?
Okay, guys, let's have some fun and do some math, shall we? About 5% of women are decent quality women that she describes. Now, there are 340 million people in the US, divided by 2 to get the number of women, which is 170 million women. Now we have to multiply this number by 5% to find the number of decent quality women. We get 8.5 million women. Sounds like a lot of women out there, doesn't it? But wait a second. The number of men hasn't changed. It's still 170 million men chasing 5% of women. Do you see the problem there? 8.5 million sounds like a big number until you put it up next to the 170 million men chasing these women. And you would say, but Elena, not all men are chasing these women, not all men want to be with women, and not all men are worthy of women. Sure, it all could be true, but this also turns into a feminist propaganda because this top 5% of women want as many men chasing them to maximize their chances of finding the best possible man or even a bunch of men. This is why in the red pill community we keep saying open on your end, closed on his end, especially with the current family law. Remember, gentlemen, always do the math. 8.5 million women sounds great until you compare it with a cold reality that you are competing with 170 million men for these 8.5 million women. But what about those few macho men that are easy to outcompete? Okay, let's look at this scenario. Even if 25% of men compete for 8.5 million women, it's still 42.5 million men competing for 8.5 million women. Guys, there are way more higher quality men out there than high quality women, sadly. Once again, it turns into a feminist propaganda where women want you to become everything, hit all the boxes in their list of demands, become the top man if you want to keep them. The reality is that if you buy into the narrative of serve your better, you male slave, You're just trying to be a better slave to delusional, entitled, promiscuous women, which is most women out there. And you become the slave to the system that is designed against you. Remember, gentlemen, feminists always default to the numerical sleight hand that they will use against you. So always do the math, because math doesn't lie. Okay, so well, let's finish it there. Yeah, what do you think? Okay, I can't unmute Nick. Nick, something is up there with your microphone.
I know Lauren is smart. She's worth listening to because she has big tits.
Oh, yeah, I don't have that kind of privilege, I guess. I guess I'm not that pretty. Okay. Nick says headphones went out charging. Okay. Yeah, I know. How did she come up with that 70? Like 1 in 70. Where did that number come from?
Doesn't matter. There is some truth in what she says.
Well, there is always some truth. This is how they get away with it. This is how they sell it.
So basically she's saying, if you're a more dominant, confident man, you should do better because she wants a dominant, confident man. And her observation is if a man is that type of man, he's going to do better. And then she contrives statistics to say, you know what? You're not competing. It's not that difficult, theoretically, from a woman's perspective, for a man to become a better man and compete to get a woman. Sure enough, that's probably true. So she's basically saying, hey guys, if you're a loser, just man up. And then you can be a winner. That was her message. And there is some truth in that. But it's still shallow thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not fixing anything in society. It's just saying things are the way they are. And guys, you're going to have to deal with that. So just man up. Do better, bro.
Yeah. I definitely hear a lot do better, bro, and so feel better, you male slave. They don't say those words, but guys, whenever you hear a message, a woman is telling you how to man up, how to be a man, she wants you to be a better slave for her. Okay? Here, Legend Sid wrote to us, correct me if I'm wrong, but that woman in the video only seems to use beauty as a metric to measure a quality woman. Yeah, well, this is what most of them do. Yeah. If that is true, we know beauty is not the only thing that matters in a woman. Okay, guys, next time I'll have to show you the church LARP ladies who don't think that beauty is the only thing that matters, but they are selling you on their virtues. Okay, church. We'll do those ones. I have to put them together because I do have them. I don't want to spend time today digging through my bullshit folder finding it. We did it last week. I showed you a few, but there are more. Okay, and then okay, Steve, did you watch the Russian video or no?
No, I didn't.
You didn't get a chance to watch it? Huh?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Will you watch it yourself or shall I show it to you guys? Toxicus, have you watched that one?
Do we have enough time?
I'm trying to wrap it up under 2 hours. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Nick.
Okay. Good. All right.
Okay, let's just watch it quick. Then you can get it out of your system.
Well, you know what? Actually, I'm going to show it to you next time. Let's just do here. I have an example here. of a marriage that actually works. Okay. Here. I'm going to show you a few examples here. Let's start with this one.
Married. Stop. When we got married 20 years ago, how did you know our marriage was going to last?
Because you did everything I said, like a good little girl. Everything I said. And that's how you train a wife.
Are you insane? When we got married. Stop. When we got married 20 years ago, how did you know our marriage was going to last?
I read it.
Sorry.
When we got married. Stop. When we got married 20 years ago, how did you know our marriage was going to last?
Because you did everything I said, like a good little girl. Everything I said. And that's how you train a wife.
Are you insane? When we got.
Okay, so she looks like a Karen here with the glasses, kind of, right? And I don't know, like he could be a simp, but
no, he's not.
This is actually something that I would love to see more. Man, look, guys, I'm an alpha widow here, right? And I definitely respect a masculine beta more than I respect a simp. And this man, he has sense of humor. He, you know, I really, my husband actually sent this couple to me.
He's got that smile, that smirk smile, that he's in charge, and he's going to say this provocative statement, and he doesesn't give a shit.
He doesn't give a shit.
She thinks about it. That is an alpha man.
Yeah.
He's not the doesn't have the most muscles or anything, doesn't have the most hair, but he's probably a pretty dominant man. He's not a scary man though, is he?
No. Okay, I watched a couple of their videos. So this is what I wanted to show to you guys in comparison to everything we've seen so far. Okay, so just watch this. I'm going to show you another one by them. I have to do them one by one so that I cancel the ones that I've shown you, so that I don't lose myself here and don't lose the track of it. Okay, let's look at this one. Sorry, guys, takes a while to set it up. And you can see it, right? Can you see it?
Yep. You can.
Offended by this, but this is what a healthy marriage looks like. We annoy each other for sport. We communicate in side eyes and eye rolls, and we spend quality time together complaining about the same things.
I don't know about side eyes or eye rolls, but I make your eyes cross when I give you the old hippity dippity.
This is marriage, folks. This is marriage. Some of you might get offended by this, but this is what a healthy marriage looks like. We annoy each other for sport. We communicate in side eyes and eye rolls, and we spend quality time together complaining about the same things.
I don't know about side eyes or eye rolls, but I make your eyes cross when I give you the old hippity dippity.
This is marriage, folks. This is marriage. Some of you might get offended
Did he spank her in the end there?
Yes.
Yes.
I like this couple, guys. I really do. You know, they may not have like the best picturesque marriage out there, but at least they show the reality, you know?
Well, is it really the reality? We'll never really know. But
Well, we'll never know, but at least based on how he responds to your comments, he's not scared to be himself there. He's not like, oh yes, sweetie, like the other simps that we've seen so far.
He's not a simp that makes your skin crawl.
Yeah. Okay, there is more by them. Hold on, let me show you some more videos.
Okay, now let's close it out here.
Well, there is one more that my husband actually wanted you to see, guys.
Oh, okay. One more, and then we'll close it out.
Yes, if I can find it. Hold on. Okay, I think it's okay. Let's do this one where they are sitting together so that we can watch both of them. Why? Trying to. Okay, you got their name, so you can follow them. This one I have to scroll it up so you can see him better. Okay, let's do it.
That we think are stupid. One, your favorite.
Happy wife, happy life.
Is it true?
No.
Is it true if I'm happy that everything is happy around us?
No, because my life still fucking sucks.
But if I'm happy, then I'm happy. So that's good for me.
It should say, happy wife, your life sucks. That's what it should be. It's like a unicorn. You find a unicorn, I'll say that works.
Aren't I a unicorn?
No, you're not a unicorn.
I am.
No, or like a donkey with your fat teeth.
Never go to bed angry. Are we just going to sit up and argue until one of us dies? But I'm mad about something and we can't resolve it before it's time for bed. I'm not staying up for days at a time before we can figure it out. I go to sleep, reset my brain, and then come back to you in the morning with a calm mind.
I don't mind going to bed angry because as I'm falling asleep, choke you out in my dream or WWF you, like DDT you, or I wake up, I was like, oh, that was really good.
Oh, so you get your aggression out in your dream.
And I wake up and like, yeah, whatever you say.
Happy wife. Happy life.
No, I'm really bored. Do we still have to do this stupid shit?
You agreed that we were going to.
I want to go fucking sit down. Thank you for the questionnaire.
So rude. Got 2 pieces of marital advice that we think are stupid. One, your favorite.
Happy wife, happy life.
Okay, so it repeats itself. Okay, guys. Well, what do you think?
It was enjoyable to watch.
They have a good dynamic. You know, I want to call out someone else. I don't know well. You know him better. Thor and Missy.
Mm-hmm.
Our friend, my acquaintance Thor, your friend Thor. It's been about a year since he died of cancer. You went and visited him. Thor was a great man, very intelligent, had a lot of insight. I wasn't a practicing Christian for most of his life, but he was a good man. And, you know, we don't know how the state of his soul when he died. So I have ultimate respect for him. But I want to point out that Missy is a quadriplegic. Thor was a very outward, dominant, masculine man. He didn't divorce his wife when she got greatly injured. Okay, men stick around. They also had, from what I've heard from you, a pretty good dynamic in their marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And let me ask you this. Does this couple that you're showing here show some of the same dynamic between Thor and Missy?
Yeah. They do. Look, I didn't find them. My husband found them, and then he sent me these videos, and he said, show it to the guys so that they can see the difference. This is why I structured today's live stream the way we did at the end. And see, I can actually show something that's good there. Yeah, I'm not only trashing, but I really wish more men were behaving that way. Not necessarily like on camera, but like just, you know, with your wife. Yeah. And see, he makes her laugh. He throws some jokes at her, and
he doesn't care.
Puts you in an uncomfortable position.
He doesn't care about the bullshit.
He doesn't care. Yeah, he doesn't care. Exactly. Yeah. And I think they also have kids, and there were a few videos where she was talking about gentle parenting. I don't think I'll be able to find that one now, but yeah, anyway, we are trying to close it down here. Legend Seed, right, they say man up as if it's easy to do, but no one ever says woman up and encourage women to self-improve for men. What do you mean by that? Because we could cover this one next week. I actually have a few videos for you where women say woman up, but their woman up is not going to be the same as you probably are having in mind. So you can leave a comment after the live stream. Tell us what you think, because I'm going to close it down and then the chat won't be saved. So yeah, guys, if you have some comments for us, please leave a comment under the live stream. And yeah, I think, okay, here, the wife always seems to do most of the talking. Well, that's generally the truth, right? Women
What's the complaint? That's reality.
Yeah. Women just talk more. Yeah, and then Tactical is here. It's entertaining comedy and playful banter and tension frame, all played with by this clip. Your animated outrage is selling this frame that other women will be attracted to. Yeah, well, and they do have quite a few followers. I don't know how many people are subscribed to their YouTube channel, but by the sounds of it, it's quite a lot of people. And this kind of format, it does resonate with maybe not so much men, but definitely, yeah, she kind of acts like a Karen, but you can see that she is attracted to this man. So yeah,
you know, it's understandable that a wife will use 10 times the number of words that a man will use, because it takes her 5 times as long to say half as much. So 2 times 5 is 10. Therefore, she needs 10 times more words.
Of course. Yeah. Well, anyway, it was so refreshing to watch a healthier intersexual dynamics in comparison to everything we've seen so far. What do you think, guys?
Good example. Yeah.
Good example. Good example. I did subscribe to their YouTube channel. I'll check on more videos by them. And yeah, it's just so interesting. I really miss the time when men were allowed, they had more freedom to behave like men. Like have make some inappropriate jokes even at times, or like just have some fun and just be a man.
No, you do have the freedom to be a man.
Yeah, you just can't do it with
you can. You have to stop giving a crap with the long house, with the church thing. Stop giving a crap.
Yeah.
That's right. Act like a man. And you have to contradict scripture. That's it.
Yeah, you're disappearing, Nick.
I'm just saying, you don't need permission.
Yep. And it works pretty well.
Yep.
And women come towards you, but eventually you're going to come across a nasty woman.
Yeah.
Who's going to create drama, get you kicked out of the place, turn the whole thing against you. And then you're going to have to just leave the scene because there is nothing you can do in that case. So, yes.
Yeah.
You can do the right thing, and it works most of the time.
Are you talking about me, Steve?
Whoa. I guess it relates to you, Nick.
Yeah.
Indy, quiet. We're almost done, baby. Okay, so here Tactical says, I don't know if it's more freedom, it's lack of role models and social engineering to reinforce it. Well, and see, like it comes down to statistics. Most men will not be. Most men won't be able to be alphas. Statistically, they will not born that way. Alphas are born. Okay, you can be a masculine beta, and this is what most men were in patriarchy even. They because statistically most men are not going to be your alpha man, but at least when you were legally allowed to say certain things, you were legally allowed to restrain your wife, impose some boundaries. Look,
Elena, you should stop right here because you're getting into the nurture versus nature argument.
How?
Oh, most men weren't created alpha, therefore they can't be alpha, and they were just born beta. Bullshit. Not all men can be at the top of the pyramid. There is lots of men who have grown up with a certain upbringing, indoctrination that can learn over time and deprogram themselves to learn how to be a masculine, more masculine man. Can they be the ultimate masculine man? Maybe not. Can they move from the domain of a beta man to an alpha man? I believe it's possible.
Oh,
with
it
experience.
Long time, yeah.
Well, I don't know, 2-3 years. A man can change. He can discover what the truth is, work on himself mentally, and interact in the world differently. Do most men do it? No.
No, yeah.
Is it possible? Yes. Do most men have the capability? I don't know. But it's not you're either born one way or the other. No, it is possible to improve. That's
well, you can improve, and this is what I've been saying, that you can become more like a masculine I don't actually like. Let's not use like alpha or beta, but some men, they have frame. They have more frame by nature because this is just who they are. You know, the other men, they have to work towards it.
It's not like they were born with it. Maybe it is. Maybe it's like that was their upbringing.
Well, maybe, you know, it could be also suppressed. It could be also suppressed in them. Okay, well, look at Nick, for example. Nick, I'm going to use you, okay? He has frame now. The chicks are falling after him in their bars, wherever he goes, right? So they start talking to him and all of that. I'm just curious because like, see, maybe that alphaness or like that masculine presence was suppressed in him because he was told by the church, like all of the propaganda that was propagandizing men to be a simp, to worship a woman, to pedestalize her. You know, this is why it's easier for him to revert back to his masculine frame, you know, that he used to have before.
It's called the longhouse.
And all men were born with some masculine presence and frame. And it's been repressed in virtually all men. So, same argument. It can be developed. It can be found. Do some men have it stronger than others? Yeah, absolutely. Do some men learn better than others? Yes, absolutely. But is it possible for all men, every single man, to improve his outlook on life, his dominance, his command over his surroundings, his acceptance of humility and suffering and leadership skills? I mean, it's not all in just becoming a he-man. I mean, having humility, that's a big growth area of masculinity too. Admitting when you're wrong, taking ownership for your fuck-ups. All men can improve. How much? That's an individual thing.
Well, true. I would just say that some men by nature have more dominant masculine presence, and then they don't have to work on it as much as the other men. So that statistics, it hasn't changed throughout history. The number of alphas or like the men with the most dominant masculine presence that don't have to work as much on it, it hasn't changed. Because the rest of the, like what patriarchy essentially did, it allowed
As
men.
testosterone levels change.
What, Nick?
As testosterone levels change.
Well, yeah, that's true,
You're
but
getting into nature here, so it's not always the same.
oh, the nature changes, you mean?
Oh, is that nurture? Is that biological nurturing changes? And then you're having an unprovable assumption. It's this nature thing. And look, nature's fickle. Nature, according to what nature that you're born with, nature that takes nutrients. Are you born with an IQ, or does your IQ develop with the nutrients that are given it? It's both. It's nature and nurture, and obviously I would say actually less men
I can't hear
because
you
of
well, Nick.
there's actually, I'd say, less masculine men now than there were in the past, because not just laws, but because of the social and biological engineering going on, where men are long housed and their testosterone levels are actually statistically much less than what they were in previous generations.
But how much of it is the life choices that people make and the testosterone, you know?
This is a complex question. And the answer is not very always straightforward.
You know what? We need to table this. We can do a full stream on
Yeah, this is what I was thinking. Yeah, you guys should do it.
masculine presence, nurture or nature.
That would be an interesting topic. I'm writing it down so that we don't forget it.
Oh, I was hoping you would write it down.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm keeping records of everything. Masculine presence.
That's scary.
What, are you scared of me now? Nurture or...
Tell Plutarch, hey, your wife is taking records of everything.
No, I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like social stuff.
I know. I'm ribbing you.
Okay, nurture or what was that? Sorry, guys. I'm
masculine presence, nurture or nature.
Nature. Okay, thank you. See. Oh, I'm barely functioning today with only 3 hours of sleep, but I hope that those videos were worth it. I hope that you enjoyed it. It's kind of like a summary of the crazy people, and yeah, we had fun today. Tell us what you think about these topics, what you'd like us to cover next time on Saturday. I think we might talk about womaning up. Maybe I'll have to find more videos. So yeah, thank you everyone for joining us today, and shout out to the members for my fitness community here. Lorena, thanks for being here. She was here at the beginning. Anyway, guys, I'll see you all next time. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Is it a holiday? Is it a holiday weekend?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Yesterday was a holiday.
Federally, yes, but no.
Okay. Okay, I was just like checking because only a few people showed up for my Pilates class yesterday. Yeah. Anyway, guys, take care. We'll see you all next time. Join the Resurgence of Sanity. What are you doing this week?
Well, I'm leading it. I have to come up with some data. Is premarital sex the reason for divorce?
Oh, wow, that's a great topic, Steve. Yeah. The Tretcons, I know what the Tretcons would say.
Well, that's Nick, is that not what the church teaches? It says often.
Except when you're considering a woman. They'll say that for the men, right?
They say that to men. But once a woman finds Jesus,
yeah,
she's good. She's no problem here.
She's a newborn person. Nothing else matters. Her past is irrelevant. Yeah.
Not enough makeup in the world.
I know, right? Like the best makeup, I would say. It just absolves you of all of your prior sins. Transforms you. Yeah.
Making makeup concealers.
Makeup concealer, I know, right? Oh my gosh. Yeah, you guys, we're going to have fun on Wednesday, so join us on Wednesday, okay? Yeah, Tacticus is laughing here. Well, yeah, then we'll come up with something interesting, something fun for Saturday. What do you think about the idea of putting these short videos together? Do you like it?
Yeah, I like it.
You like it because it kind of allows us to talk about the general.
Is it a good use of your time?
It's what?
Is it a good use of your time?
Oh, like to make these videos? Well, like once
He's already doom scrolling anyway.
I'm already doom scrolling. Might as well make use out of it. Yeah, I can't help myself, guys. I see a lot of bullshit, and it's kind of fun to put them with that song. Okay, I'm going to show you next time. I'm going to show you that Russian video that I did, where this song came from. Okay, that song on the background, it came from my dad, and oh, do you know what it means?
No, and no.
Okay. I'll leave it. I'll leave it for next time, guys. I'll leave it for next time. Anyway, we appreciate your feedback, guys. Thanks for joining us. Remember to please like, share, and subscribe. Share this video with other men who need to see it, and we'll see you all next time. Okay, take care, everyone. Thanks for being here with us today. Bye.
Bye.
Guys, thank you so much for being here with us today. If you're new here or if you're a returning subscriber, we appreciate you. Have you watched Anita Mokiet's saga by me, your Red Pill Babushka? If you haven't yet, we highly recommend you to watch this mini-series to better understand women, how they think and how they manipulate men. Anita Mokiet's saga is a comic parody of female nature and female behavior that includes Anita's adventures, her special and unique experiences, and various interactions with other funny characters. I created Anita to pick on female delusions, entitlement, and promiscuity, and to show the reality of corrupted by women institutions. The first season shows the process of finding herself through self-worth, self-love, and self-respect meditation retreats and relationship sessions with various female gurus. The second season reveals her godly path to Jesus and her true power over men, femininity. Hi, I'm Anita Mokiet. I used to be on OnlyFans, but not anymore. Not after I found Jesus. I'm a trad wife now. I love Jesus. I'm not a feminist. I want a perfect husband with kids because now I feel that it's my true purpose in life to be a stay-at-home wife and mother. Because I deserve a family. I want to be married to the right man. So join our church and wife me up.
I will actually plug Plutarch's wife here. Watch her Anita Moorcat series on just talking about she gives these like acting. She takes on many faces and shows the reality of the church and trying to get men to buy into this traditional tradcon bullshit on wifing up all these fucked up women. There is a large amount of truth in her comedic series that I think men should watch.
I hope that you enjoy our videos. Please tell us what you think about them. We appreciate your feedback. Also, please like the videos. It helps us to build more awareness. And share our videos with your friends and those who need to see them. You never know, but you may save a man's life if he is more aware of female nature. You don't have to say anything when you are sharing our videos. You can just copy and paste them and let the chips fall where they may. Please watch our older live streams on both YouTube channels. You might also enjoy Marry Me Red Pill podcast by your Red Pill Babushka, based on the survey for biological men. It's an ongoing survey that you can participate in. Please share it with other men. The more men participate in this survey, the more statistically significant the results are. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels if you enjoy our content and if you'd like to see more content like this. Join us for interesting discussions with the Resurgence of Sanity guys on Saturdays at 9:15 a.m. Pacific on Elena's Bar YouTube channel and on Wednesdays at 5:45 p.m. Pacific on the Resurgence of Sanity YouTube channel. Once again, thank you so much for joining us for interesting discussions. Thank you for your feedback and for your kind support. We appreciate you guys. We are looking forward to seeing you in our other activities as well. Take care everyone and have a wonderful day.